We've talked about what to do if we multiply bases with exponents and what we do if we divide. Now, we'll talk about what if we have an exponent of an exponent. So an exponent raised to another exponent, as you see here. So this is 9 to the 6th raised to the second power. So again, I encourage you to think about what this really means. Squared means you do whatever's inside times itself. So 9 to the 6th times 9 to the 6th. That's what this means. Squared means times itself. So 9 to the 6th raised to the second power is the same thing as 9 to the 6th times 9 to the 6th. And as we learned in the previous lesson, when we multiply the same base with exponents, we add the exponents together. So we do 6 plus 6, which gives us 9 to the 12th. This one we have q to the 4th raised to the 5th power. So we have q to the 4th times 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 q to the 4th. So here we can still use the multiplication rule, where when we multiply the same base with exponents, we add the exponents together. We just have to add 5 of them together. So 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 is 20. So we have q to the 20th. And here are these darn coefficients again. Make sure if there's parentheses around it, it's everything inside that you raise to the 5th power. So raising, just like it was in this one, raising to the 5th power means we write what's on the inside a total of 5 times. We do that for the whole 6w to the 4th. Okay, so if you look, we have the number 6 written a total of 5 times, because there's an understood 6 to the 1st here. So that's 6 to the 5th power. Then 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 is to the 20th power. Now, if you have a calculator and you want to type in 6 to the 5th to get the number it's equal to, you certainly can. But since you're dealing with exponents, this answer is fine as well. So, the property for the power of a power. When you're multiplying, you add the exponents. But when you've got a power of a power, you multiply the exponents. So if you look back here, w to the 4th raised to the 5th. 4 times 5 is 20. 6 to the 1st raised to the 5th. 1 times 5 is 5. 4 times 5 is 20. 6 times 2 is 12. So 7 to the 4th squared, we do 4 times 2, which is 8. So here's the rule written very generically. A raised to the m power, raised to the nth power, you do m times n. So when you have a power raised to a power, you simply multiply the exponents by each other. So here we have 4 times 4 is 16. 3 times negative 2 is negative 6. Okay, now with these, make sure you do this to every single term inside the parentheses. There's 3 terms here. There's a 3, an x, and a y. So if it helps, write it to the first power. So for the 3, it's 1 times 2, making it 3 squared. Which if you want to write 9, feel free. Negative 2 times 2 is negative 4. 4 times 2 is 8. Again, with the coefficient, if you want to, write an exponent of 1. To help you remember that we also raise the negative 4 to the 3rd power. 1 times 3 is 3. And because it's a negative number, we want to leave it in parentheses. That's important with negative numbers and exponents. You want to leave the negative number in parentheses. For the s, 5 times 3 is 15. For the t, 7 times 3 is 21. So you got to remember, when you're multiplying two things together, you add the exponents. When you have an exponent raised to an exponent, you multiply the exponents together.